Okay, students, welcome all of you. I am Durgesh Kumar Pandey. I am taking a class of political science of class 12. Students, I am going to explain a chapter, Challenges of Nation Building. You know, this is the first chapter of your book, India Since Independence. Okay, this is first chapter, and in this chapter the challenges of nation building after the independent, what were the challenges that India was faced. Okay, so you are looking India got the independence on 15 August 1947, and in the midnight of the 14 and 15 August 1947, our Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was give their famous speech, Test with the Destiny. Okay, and now India got the independent on 15 August 1947, and after the independence India got some challenges. Okay, the first challenge is to shape a nation. This is the first challenges for our independent country. How we shape a country which are totally diverse. India is a multi-religion, multi-linguistic, multicultural and diverse country. Okay, the language of the peoples are changed after some distance. Okay, many different type of community, tribals community, Banjaras, Banwasi, Adivasi, different types of peoples are living in a different part of the country. So this was a big challenge to shape a nation. How we shape a nation? When India got the independence, there was more than 565 princely states. There are many provincial states. How our Indian government to unite them? It is a very tough work. Okay. You know, India got the independent come with the partition, and partition related violence are the another challenge. But the most first thing is to shape a nation. How we can shape this nation? Okay, when India got the independent, it is very difficult to accommodate the regional diversity in one unit. Okay, and next challenge for India is to establish a democracy. Okay, you know, India was got the independence from the colonial rule, and India have no idea about the democracy. Previously, India was ruled by Rajas and Nawabs. Okay, and these Raja and Nawabs are not accountable for the people. So our constitution makers were very worried about how the democracy was established in India. So it is a big challenge for India. India is a country where most of the population was illiterate. So how the democratic ideas and institution was set up in India, it was a big challenge. And you know, the third challenge to ensure the development and well-being of the society. This was the another challenge, how the government of India make the plan for development and well-being of the entire society, not only some, balki basically those persons who are in the group of disadvantaged groups and backwards groups. So our first priority to provide the benefit for the disadvantaged groups. So these are the some challenges when India got the independent. Okay, class, India got the independent with the partition, and partition, due to partition, there was communal violence. 5 to 10 lakhs people were dead, die in this communal violence. Okay, and this what are the challenges face our nation? First, the shape of the nation. This is your first chapter, and next chapter is establish democracy, and third is story ensure the development being of entire society. These each topic you study in your next each chapters. So in first chapter is basically focused to shape a nation, how the India shape in a nation, how the India, which is diverse country where different type of peoples are living, how the constitution made accommodation easy of this community. So shaping of nation, this is the big challenge for India, which is a diverse country geographically. Some parts are full with the mountains, some parts have a plain, some parts are related to island, looking like islands, deserts. So diverse peoples are living here, their living styles are different, their language difference, their culture, their clothes, their taste, food of taste are different. So it is very tough how we make the policy to accommodate this diverse community. So first challenge is to shape a nation. No class in our country after the independence, 500 more than 560 princely states. It was a very difficult work to convince them to join the India. Okay, our first Deputy Prime Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and VP Menon. These are the people who are trying and diplomatic effort they were doing for months to this princely states. Okay, because it was very hard work to integrate this different diversity in one group. Our Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he was a very diplomatic person, so he was taking the responsibility of merging this princely state in India. Okay, so our Deputy Prime Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he was gave some हमारे सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल ने किसी को थोड़े लालच दिए, ठीक है, ताकि कुछ राज्यों को हमारे भारत में मिला लिया जाए, किसी को समझा बुझा करके मिला लिया है ना, और किसी को जो है थोड़ा सा डराना पड़ा उन्हें, ठीक है। और लास्टली जो राज्य प्रिंसली स्टेट नहीं माने, वहाँ पे सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल वॉज सेंट आर्मी, वहाँ पे आर्मी की मदद लेनी पड़ी, ठीक है। तो Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was a very brave man. He was using different tricks to convince the different princely states to join the Indian Union. But the four princely states, Hyderabad, Jammu and Kashmir, Junagadh and Manipur, these are the four princely states were create a problem. They were create the problem. And one thing, Jammu Kashmir was not fully solved the problem in those times. Now it was a big blunder. Our Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was want to use the army on the issue of Jammu and Kashmir, but he was under the pressure of pressure of their superior leader, and now you are looking the Jammu and Kashmir become the major problem of in our South Asia. Our Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was using a very liberal policy that is why we facing some problems, but it is the condition, it is the pressure of condition on these leaders. So we cannot talk about some more. Okay, तो जूनागढ़ ने अलग ही परेशानियाँ पैदा की. सो आफ्टर ए रेफरेंडम इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ज्वाइन द जूनागढ़. ओके, और हैदराबाद में इंडियन आर्मी को इंडियन आर्मी की मदद ली गई. राजा कार्स को से लड़ाई करनी पड़ी. ठीक है, बिकॉज यू वेर एक्सप्लॉइटिंग नॉन मुस्लिम्स इन देयर टेरिटरी. ठीक है, वहाँ भी आर्मी भेजनी पड़ी. एंड मणिपुर में राजा बोध चरण जो थे, उन्होंने जो है ट्रीटी ऑफ एसोसिएशन साइन किया, और उन्होंने बिना अपने इलेक्टेड असेंबली की सहमति के बिना इंडिया में मणिपुर को शामिल कर दिया. ठीक है, तो विथ थोड़े बहुत प्रॉब्लम आए, बट मोस्ट प्रॉब्लम वाज कम फ्रॉम द जम्मू एंड कश्मीर, जो अभी तक प्रॉब्लम आपका सॉल्व नहीं हो पाया. ठीक है, नाउ come on the another challenges like to establish democracy. You know, to establish democracy is a big challenge for a country which was governed by राजा and नवाब. पहले हमारे इंडिया में राजा नवाब का शासन था, तो अब ये ख़त्म हो गए, और फिर अंग्रेज़ों के आने के बाद हमारे यहाँ कुछ डेमोक्रेटिक आइडियाज़, पार्लियामेंट्री फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इस्टेब्लिश किया गया. नेशनल लेवल, स्टेट लेवल पे असेंबलीज बनाई गई. तो जो ढांचा था, तो अब हमारे सामने ये चैलेंज था कि क्या हम इंडिया में इस डेमोक्रेसी को, पार्लियामेंट्री फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट को सेटअप कर पाएंगे. क्या लोगों के बीच में जो डेमोक्रेटिक आइडियाज़ हैं, लिबर्टी, इक्वालिटी, फ्रेटर्निटी, वो लोग उसको एक्सेप्ट कर पाएंगे. तो दिस वाज अ बिग चैलेंज. क्या जो लोग अपने चुने हुए जनप्रतिनिधियों से इलेक्टेड लीडर के द्वारा रूल होना पसंद करेंगे. तो दिस वाज अ बिग चैलेंज, क्योंकि इंडिया वाज अ कंट्री दैट वाज रूल्ड बाय राजास एंड नवाब्स. तो इट वाज अ बिग प्रॉब्लम कि इंडिया में क्या अगर इलेक्शन हो पाएगा, लोग अपने रूलर को इलेक्ट कर पाएंगे, क्या डेमोक्रेटिक तरीके से लोगों को राइट टू वोट मिलेगा, लोगों के वोट्स के द्वारा रिप्रेजेंटेटिव आएंगे, क्या पार्लियामेंट्री फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट यहाँ पे सूट करेगा. बहुत सारी ऐसी चुनौतियाँ थी. क्या इंडिया में इलेक्शन हो पाएगा, बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल्स इन इंडिया इलिटरेट, लोग पढ़े लिखे नहीं थे. तो लोग कहते थे कि मेनी पीपल्स आर सेइंग डेमोक्रेसी इज़ गुड फॉर द वेस्टर्न कंट्री, डेमोक्रेसी वेस्ट के कंट्रीज़ के लिए अच्छा होता है, ऐसा बोलते थे. इंडिया जैसे इलिटरेट कंट्री के लिए डेमोक्रेसी अच्छा नहीं है. तो दिस वाज अ बिग प्रॉब्लम कि भाई अब क्या होगा. क्या इंडिया में जो है, इंडिया जैसे इलिटरेट और पुअर कंट्री और बैकवर्ड कंट्री के लिए डेमोक्रेसी होना चाहिए, और क्या इंडियन गवर्नमेंट अगर डेमोक्रेसी यहाँ पे लाती है तो को यहाँ पे वह चल पाएगी. बहुत सारे जो है चुनौतियाँ थी. या फिर राजा और नवाब फिर से हावी हो जाएंगे. बहुत सारी बातें थी जो यहाँ पर हमारे लिए आफ्टर द इंडिपेंडेंट चैलेंजेस थे. एंड जो तीसरी जो चुनौती थी, इस्टेब्लिश द डेवलपमेंट एंड वेलबींग ऑफ द सोसाइटी. जो तीसरी सबसे बड़ी चुनौती थी कि भाई कि हमारे कंट्री का डेवलपमेंट कैसे हो. जैसे हमारे इंडिया का डेवलपमेंट कैसे हो. आप लोग जानते हो प्रीवियसली ड्यूरिंग द कॉलोनियल एरा, जो हमारी पिछली गवर्नमेंट थी, हमारे कॉलोनियल मास्टर्स थे, तो दे वर एक्सप्लॉइटेड आवर इंडियन इकनॉमी. हमारी इकनॉमी को पूरी तरह से एक्सप्लॉटेशन करके, आपने पढ़ा होगा कैसे वो सारा प्रॉफिट ब्रिटेन भेज देते थे. तो हमारा जो हमको विरासत में जो इकनॉमी मिली थी वो बहुत ही वीक थी, खोखली थी. तो अब उसको कैसे से रिवाइव करा जाए, कैसे उसको मजबूत बनाया जाए. तो दिस वाज अ बिग चैलेंज इन आवर कंट्री कि भाई हम अपने कंट्री का इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट कैसे करें, लोगों का वेल बीइंग, सोसाइटी का कैसे हो, सोसाइटी का वेल बीइंग कैसे हो. हम समाज में जो हमारे डिसएडवांटेज ग्रुप्स हैं, जैसे शेड्यूल कास्ट, शेड्यूल ट्राइब्स एक्सेट्रा, उनका वेलफेयर कैसे करें। क्लास the first challenge to shape a nation. This was present some more challenges like when India got the independent and our constitution was ready to work on 26 January 1950. So we have some challenges like some states were demanding for a separate state like Andhra Pradesh. The people of the Telugu peoples were demand a separate Andhra, and for this a violent revolt was started in South India. Okay, means the people who were living in a Madras presidency, they were demanding a separate Telugu speaking state, Andhra Pradesh, and this revolt lead by the Sri Ramullu Pottu Sri Ramullu. He was the prominent and Gandhian leader of that time. So he was lead of movement, peaceful movement, and after the fast of 56 death, 6 days he was death. So the people of South India were become violent, and finally our central government decided to make the separate Andhra Pradesh in December 1952. Now Andhra Pradesh became the first state in December 1952, and after this many other states were also demanding for a separate nation, separate state, different group of our countries also demand for them a separate state. So after their demand, our government was set up a state reorganization committee in 1953, and which was give their recommendation that in India the states was established on the basis of state will establish on the basis of language. तो फिर इसके रिकमेंडेशन के बेसिस पे 1956 में जो रिपोर्ट आई उस पे बेसिस पे इंडिया को 15 स्टेट्स बनाए गए हैं, ठीक है, और यह लैंग्वेज के बेसिस पे 14 स्टेट्स एंड 6 यूनियन टेरिटरी हमारे इंडिया में सेटअप किए गए। After the recommendation of the State Reorganization Commission in 1956, 14 states and 6 union territories was set up, and the making of new states was not a step here. In 1960, Bombay Presidency was divided into two territories, Maharashtra for Marathi and Gujarat for Gujarati. Similarly, in 1972, some new states were come from the Assam, like Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram, Manipur. Meghalaya, Tripura and Manipur got the status of full state, and they so in 1972, Meghalaya, Tripura and Manipur become the new states. Similarly, in 1987, the two states, Arunachal Pradesh and Mizoram, was come into existence, and in 1963, Nagaland already it was become a state, and in year 2000, some new states were come from like Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand and Jharkhand, from the Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and this Uttarakhand was a state which are making on the basis of development. Development is the issue for making them as a state. Class, you know, after the independence, our country was faced some another problems like to establish democracy, to shape a nation, to ensure the development and well-being of the society, basically for the disadvantaged groups and backward community. So, shaping of nation is the immediate and very serious cause, and this was a big challenge for a country ki how to we merge this princely state in India, and how we pacify the secessionists who want to separate nation. They want to a separate area like Nagaland, Jammu, Kashmir. They because they made some problem, and now till today India was facing some problems by the Pakistan, by the Chinas. Okay, so now we are going to discuss some problems in how to save a nation. Now I am going to explain some about what are the challenges for establishing democracy. You know, India is an illiterate country or poor country, so many ways saying that democracy will not successful in India. But our Indian government was established a state election commission, and C. Kumar Singh was the first election commissioner, and he was our Indian government was successfully organized the election in 1951. It takes 6 months, and successfully after establishing a democracy, we face some challenges. But with the time when the Congress was working as a dominant party, after some year, the voter of our Indian will change their attitudes and give the opportunity to another political parties for making government. And you know, with the time, our politics has become very democratic. People's participate in the making the government, giving their vote in the state election and the national level and the local level in elections. You know, class, when our India got the independent come with the partition. You know, the process of partition was very painful. Before the independence, there was no idea, and after on the 15 August, people know about the partition, and it was decided that our eastern part and western part of India is will become a Pakistan, and now the peoples who are living in these territories like Hindus were the government of their area give the notice to Hindus to leave the Pakistan, and Pakistan is only for Muslims. Okay, two nation theory was advanced by the Muslim League, and according to this, India was divided into India and Pakistan. And you know, class, what are the consequences of this partitions? You know, during the partition, many people who are like Hindu who are living in the western India, in the Pakistan, they were now forced to leave their country and come into India. And similarly, some Muslims who are living in the India want to go in the Pakistan. So during this migration, you know, this was the biggest migration in all over the history. Lakhs of the peoples were migrated from one country to another country. Muslims are going from Hindu to India to Pakistan, and most of the Hindus and other communities are coming from Pakistan to India. So this was the biggest migration. 5 to 10 lakhs peoples were dying during this communal violence, during these partitions. And during the partition, there was a communal violence occur in the eastern and western part of India, basically Calcutta, Delhi, Punjab, Amritsar and Punjab. Lahore was become the communal zone.